them to contact the police, as we're not leaving until our demands are met. We're here to stop the slaughter of innocent animals and to enforce them to bring about transparency across the industry now.
There have been multiple arrests, abattoirs have been invaded and major roads shut down as vegan activists stage nationwide protests. Stephanie Anderson is in Melbourne CBD where the streets have been blocked off for hours.
Well, after more than 3 hours of protesting, police have managed to remove a large group of activists from the centre of this busy Melbourne intersection. From 7 this morning, more than 100 protesters shut down where Flinders and Swanston streets meet, calling for action on animal rights.
Animals are suffering in ways that most of us cannot even imagine, and it's an absolute climate emergency. So it's an animal emergency and a climate emergency.
Staged right out the front of Flinders Street Station, the protest was part of a national day of action. It closed the intersection to trams and traffic, infuriating some commuters.
I think they're a bunch of idiots.
After more than 2 hours of action, police moved in.
Everyone move!
Using an angle grinder to cut protesters free from vans, helping to block the intersection. Before others were handcuffed and taken into police custody.
It is shameful. I mean, this is just another form of activism that I think that runs against the national interest. And the national interest is people being able to farm their own land.
It took this very large group of police more than an hour to completely clear the intersection, allowing for traffic and trams to resume.
They're planning more mass protests after locking down a chicken farm on the Mornington Peninsula. But police say their early morning raid did more harm than good. Carrie-Anne Greenbank has the details.
Piling out the back of a budget truck, it's pitch black and eerily quiet on a small back road in Tyab. These 70 protesters are filming themselves storming a chicken farm. Inside the shed, they cradle chickens, walk around the facility, gather dead animals and pose for photos, while the farmer calls police.
The sheds are locked up, but they've gained access through what's called a control room, and they've jumped over farm fencing, etc. to get into the property.
After a number of hours, the animal liberation activists are escorted from the property, none of them in handcuffs, some of them hiding chickens among the group.
Animal liberation!
Before joining their equally vocal counterparts outside.
It's alive!
About 40,000 chickens in there, no air. There were so many that died while we were there. We had to leave them.
The vegan activists say their aim was to reveal the plight of broiler chickens, even in RSPCA-approved facilities.
To make sure that the victims' stories are being told.
It's not about what someone's eating, it's all about who someone's eating.
But the farmer has told police he fears some of his chooks will now die of stress, the result of 70 protesters busting in.
Unfortunately, with the protesters coming in the way they have, it's probably done more damage to the chickens than actually what the cause is that they want to fill.
The activists say they weren't just targeting this farm, but all chicken farms approved by the RSPCA. They claim they're planning more mass protests across Victoria, the next one in a couple of days. While trespassing is illegal, police say at this stage no one's been charged.
Animal liberation now!
Carrie-Anne Greenbank, 9 News.
A website detailing the location and contact details of hundreds of Australian farms has caused outrage in the industry, with farm groups saying it's an invasion of privacy. The animal rights charity Aussie Farms created the map, saying it had done so in the interests of transparency so consumers can make informed choices. Here's the president of the National Farmers Federation, Fiona Simpson. Fiona, hi there. What's your response to this map?
Look, farmers today are absolutely outraged and at the same time threatened at the thought of people taking the law into their own hands, breaking into their private spaces, and really it's a gross invasion of privacy.
Shows. It has a map of Australia with thousands of icons showing old and current farms that you click on and which then give information, including farm location and in some cases contact details of the farmers. Are you saying that the map is incorrect?
Look, in some cases, yes, the map is incorrect and there is information that there is absolutely not right. But by the same token, this is a gross invasion of privacy. We have farmers' personal details being put up there on the internet for anybody to see. And then we have an extremist activist group actually advocating then that people take the law into their own hands and actually take it upon themselves to break into these farms, in some cases to steal animals, to take animals, to rescue these animals, and they are branding these farmers as factory farms and slaughterhouses. It's totally unacceptable. It's taking activism to a whole another level.